What's going on, guys? Mcskillet here with another CSGO video, and today I have another video on custom Doppler gems for CSGO. I have another video on this, and if you haven't seen that one, I highly recommend you watch that one before you watch this video, because most of the cool Doppler patterns that I think that should be added to CSGO are in that video. In this video, I played around with some other gems and stuff that some people suggested in the comments, and some ones that I was playing around with on my own. But the first video covers all the main ones like Emerald and some other cool Doppler gems, and you can basically create any color for a Doppler if you edit the game files, and you can get some pretty crazy looking ones. All this stuff is already in the game. All you have to do is change a couple codes and you can basically get whatever color you want. So I played around, made some cool gems, tried to base them off actual real life gems so I could have a cool name for them. But let's get right into the first one. So the first gems for this video are the rose quartz gems. Someone commented on the last video saying I should try making a knife based on this gem, and it works pretty well for all the Doppler knives. As you can see, it's basically a pink knife, a very light pink knife. It's kind of similar to the fades, but of course it has the Doppler texture and it's all completely pink, a little bit of a lighter pink color. It doesn't have any of that purple or any of those other colors mixed in, just a whole light pink color based off the rose quartz gem. I took the RGB color code straight off a picture of a rose quartz gem and tried putting it right on the knives. Not sure if this color is spot on, don't know if you guys have actually seen any of those gems, but I think it's a pretty cool color either way, and yeah, I think this could be added to CSGO. I do think the emerald knife is the first one they should add if they want to add some more Dopplers, because there really isn't any bright green knives. There's a lot of green knives, but most of them are just kind of like forest DD-pat types of stuff. No green gems. I think some green gems would be pretty cool, but I don't know, maybe in the future they could really just add these whenever they want to. They don't even have to add any new files. All they have to do is change a couple numbers in the items.game file, and you can get whatever color you want in a Doppler. You can get these rose quartz, and yeah, I guess if they added these, they probably wouldn't add them for like Falchion or any of those other knives. Mainly just the Karambit, Flip, M9, Bayonet, and you know, just the standard knives, the gut knife as well. But I also tried playing around with some white knives. The pearl knife, someone suggested pearl. Honestly, it's kind of cool, but it's basically the exact same thing as the Damascus steel. Well, it's kind of like the same color, but it's got the Doppler texture, so it's a little bit different. It's a little bit brighter, but it's so similar to the Damascus steel. It just doesn't have all those waves and stuff over it. It's basically just a white Doppler. I only tested out on 2 knives because I didn't think it would be too cool, but someone suggested testing out pearl. It is super, super bright though, probably the brightest knife I've ever seen for CSGO. So those are the pearl knives for the Flip and the Karambit. Next up, we have a really crazy knife that I tested out, and I wasn't actually planning on naming this after a gem. I basically just made it the brightest yellow possible and tried putting on the Doppler to see what we got, and it actually came out kind of cool. Very bright knife, and there's actually a gem called the yellow sapphire that's a pretty similar color to this one right here, the yellow sapphire knife. Pretty sweet. There isn't really any bright yellow knives in CSGO like this, so maybe this would be added. I know I've also tested out the bulldozer knives. This is kind of like the bulldozer knives, but they have the Doppler pattern on it. The Doppler pattern makes everything a little bit cooler, makes it so the knife's got a little bit of texture to it, and it makes it look like it's an actual gem. So I think all these gem knives would be pretty sweet if they added them to CSGO, because right now there's only 3 different gems. But I mean, who knows if they're really going to update the Dopplers or anything. There hasn't been any new knife patterns in a very long time, which I'm a little bit sad. I really wish they could add some new knife patterns. I think that's a little bit better than just adding new knives, because I think they've done pretty much everything you can with different types of knives. I mean, they even went as far as making the daggers, which I think they should just stop making new knives at that point, unless there's some other cool knife that I'm missing out on. If you guys have any suggestions for that, feel free to let me know. But I think it'd be cool if they just added some new knife patterns like what they did in the Chroma case, instead of continuing to add new knives. And yeah, as you can see, there's a lot you can do with the Dopplers. You can put any color in. It's actually kind of crazy how well this works. I mean, you can literally test out every single color. I think I've tested out all the main gems at this point. If you've seen this video and the part 1 video, you can pretty much see what all the gems look like. This is one of the knives from part 1, but I didn't test out any of the M9s in the part 1, so I thought I would show it at the end of this video. But I hope you guys like this video, some more custom Doppler gems for CSGO. Hope you guys found these cool, but I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out.